When you read the words of Jesus today in the Gospel of St. Luke, you will be shocked somehow because Jesus says, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away." Jesus is saying that all that we see today, one time, it will not be there. Of course, God who created this universe, at the same time, He's the one who created it, but also one time He's going to remove this universe. And Jesus tells His disciples that all created things that we see will pass away. Everything will be gone at one time. However, his words, the words of Jesus, will not pass away. As we know from experience, from our own experience, life can change very quickly. And I think it is true what Jesus Christ is talking about. And I think Jesus is very right. When you look around us, there is nothing that is permanent. It seems like everything around us is changing. The reality is we are born at some point in our lives, of course, and also we die. There is a time when we are young, but also we become old. We fall in love at some point in our lives. And also as time goes on, we get bored of this love for another person. And even we stop loving that person. And then we try out loving another person. A company can start doing business without getting profits. But as time goes on, this company gets profits. We have morning and also we have evening. So you can see there is nothing in this world that is permanent. It keeps on changing. God created this universe. And one time, this universe is not going to be there because of Him. He's the one in charge of everything. The change in our world, in our lives, sometimes may be positive, very good. However, change also can be difficult for us. Change in our lives can be painful. A family member who was feeling well may get sick after some few hours or even after days. Someone whom you are staying with, feeling very well, after some time he can get very ill and is taken to hospital. Financial troubles may create great distress for us and also create fear in us. Changing jobs or moving to another city is not easy. So change can bring pain to us. Or even perhaps you may have a teenager child who was behaving so well, but then with time, this child begins having bad behaviors. He begins taking drugs, hanging out with wrong people. However, Jesus is reassuring us today that there is one reality in life which we always are going to rely on, and that is the word of Jesus, the words of Jesus, the word of God. That one is not going to change. It is already there. When life is difficult for us, when life is painful or confusing, Jesus is always with us. Jesus pours out His love for us. Jesus makes us strong. Jesus will not abandon us like some people. When we fall in love with them, after some time, They forget all about us. They abandon us. Someone we used to love, now we become enemies. You see, nothing is permanent in this world. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away, Jesus says today. May we remember these words of Jesus. When we are struggling with our lives, when we are afraid, when we become lonely, let us remember those words of Jesus. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. Jesus will always be with us. And therefore, let us trust Jesus in our lives. Let us make friendship with Jesus Christ.